Hi everyone, Mr. Peabody here. I'm going to talk to you about Walker, the new series that they've redone. But you can see in the background when you type in Walker on Google search, it'll show you quadriframes. The first one's a quadricane, and the ones with the wheels they're quadriframes. Obviously, a mobility assistant device. But anyway, let's concentrate on the picture off to the side. Walker Texas Ranger is. I like the original series. Chuck Norris, I thought he did a great job, and yeah, sometimes it was a little bit campy, but it was still a good show. It was very entertaining, and Chuck Norris, I think, played it perfectly. But what you don't need to know about, because I mean, you got to understand that they're using the same character, right? Cordell Walker, which is from the original series. Now, Cordell Walker from the original series lost his parents at a young age and was sent. He was sent into foster care and then sent to live with his uncle. And he was half Indian, so the uncle was Indian. So he was raised on a reservation, and he was taught Indian ways. And he was also taught martial arts. And as he grew up, he was picked on, so he had to learn how to defend himself. So he had a hard upbringing, but through that upbringing, he went from strength to strength. So he got stronger as he grew, and then he gained wisdom because he had elders around him that could tell him things and make him look at the world in a different way. That's what's special about Walker Texas Ranger. Now the new series of Walker, for starters, he didn't lose his parents. The parents are alive. I'm assuming they're his parents because they treat him as a son. Maybe it could be step parents, but they don't actually explain any of that as far as they show it in episode 1 from season 1 of Walker. That's his parents, and so they didn't die, and he didn't go to live on a reservation, and in the first couple of minutes of the actual first episode, he meets some woman in the middle of a driveway. He doesn't meet her at the house. He meets her in the middle of a driveway, and they have a kiss and a cuddle, but they don't actually say who she is. All he says is like, "I'm worried about games night because I don't know how to play the game." Uh, and the, but this is what they don't tell you. Apparently, that's his wife. Up at the house are his parents, and inside the house with his parents are his two grown children. And it's games night. Now, if it's games night, that sort of implies that this happens quite regularly. And if you don't know how to play the game by now, then what the fuck have you been doing? It's like you're walking in to meet complete strangers. Apparently, this is your family. These are your parents, and these are your children. But the way they show it, it's like he's walking into a complete strangers party. So fail, 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 fail. And then of course his wife gets killed, and on the same night, on the games night, and so he goes off and he does some undercover operation for 10 months or so. Comes back a year later, and now he's a drunk. Anybody who has watched the original Walker Texas Ranger knows that Walker doesn't drink. He drinks a lot of coffee, but he doesn't drink. But this one does, and not only does he drink, but he's a drunk. He's an oaf. They've killed the character. They've killed the character, and I don't understand why they did it. But when you look at today's woke society, you can understand why they would. Walker Texas Ranger was a great character. So they had to cut him down. They had to cut him down at the trunk, lop him off at the sides, and what they had to do is they had to bring in a Mexican American partner. Now she's a strong character. She's a woman. She's a strong character, and she's got her shit together. Whereas Walker doesn't have anything together. I've got no problem with doing that, but the fact is you're using the original character and you've turned it all around, you've changed all his dynamics and introducing him as Walker Texas Ranger. He's not. If they would have said Walker as in maybe the son of Walker Texas Ranger, that would make sense. But they haven't said anything like that. And plus, it can't be because otherwise Chuck Norris would be there as one of the parents. But they've used the same character. They've completely changed his dynamic. They've changed his background. And they've turned him into a drunk. And not so happy with this version. See ya.